it's so true that people don't understand the value it gives to you to have control over your destiny, control over your assets. And I would plead with everybody to consider this, because we know what's going on behind the scenes. We know that the banks are going to collapse. We know that. And people keep saying to me, well, what should I do, Charlie? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, but I know what I've done.
Yeah.
I've taken responsibility for my savings, and I've put it into gold and silver, physical, not paper, physical. That was my choice. And I feel very happy with that choice. It happens as a complete bonus. I'd be very happy if 3 years later, I still had exactly what I had 3 years ago.
Yeah, same.
I'm very happy with that.
Absolutely.
But as a bonus, I'm 30% better off than I was 3 years ago. That's a reality. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
And I know. Sorry, Charlie. I know that Adam and James were talking about the debt ceilings happened many times before, but I think this is different. I think you've got a Republican-controlled Congress that is all out to make a big issue. Now they're talking about this hanging in June. I think that the damage it will do to the banks with this infighting carrying on longer and longer and longer will have a huge detrimental effect on anybody's paper money. So I don't think we should just look on this as just yet another battle between the Republicans.
Yeah. Really good point.
A very different scenario. So I really think it's a wake-up call. And if anyone is dithering about whether to try the gold and silver, I think this is the time to do it. I really do. Because I think Republicans are not going to back down.
I think just to add to that, Simon, last time there was a question over whether the debt ceiling should be increased. The stock market dipped by quite a lot. And that the debt ceiling was raised in the end. But even the fact that there was a question about it, there was uncertainty, people get fearful. And I think, look, here's the situation that I see it. Put it really simply. Do they not raise the debt ceiling and then the country defaults and that has its whole mess that comes with it? Or do they pay a credit card off with another credit card and put more debt on the nation and every man, woman and child and all the mess that brings? I don't think there's a good scenario. It's about picking this mess or this mess. And that worries me. I don't think there's a really good option. I think there's delaying or
not out of the options you've put forward. That's exactly what they've always done. They've just created more debt to kick the can down the road.
Exactly.
The road is now a one-end street. I think that's the end of it.
I have to be very, very careful what I say here. Very careful. But you'll have to read between the lines on what we've just discussed. What I will say is the good guys will not take down the bad guys. The bad guys will take themselves down. And this is what we'll see. We will see the Federal Reserve, the IRS, the Inland Revenue, will see them all take themselves down. They won't need any pushing. They won't need any shoving. They're doing it all by themselves. And the debt ceiling is just another tool, like a mallet, that will whack them over the head.
Charlie, you were 100% right. What that also means is for people who are not taking a strong position, when that happens, they will suffer because they didn't listen, they didn't look, they didn't do something about it. So they will implode, but in doing so, Charlie, I think they'll take the Western economies with them.
Yeah, and I can assure you that everybody here on this screen is trying to help you.
Yeah.
We won't force you to do it. It's your choice. We've learned the hard way, all of us.
Yeah.
And we're grateful that we've actually listened to the advice, because the advice has been beneficial to all four of us.
Charlie, in 1923, during the height of the hyperinflation in Germany.
That's when you were born, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was well before then, Charlie. when you crashed the Ark on Mount Ararat, I was reading, a bit of a student of history, as you might know, and well documented in 1923 during the hyperinflation in Germany, that you would go to a cafe, you would order a coffee and a biscuit or a cookie, and then 20 minutes later, the bill was twice what it said on the chalkboard, because in the 20 minutes you've been there, inflation has so damaged, price has gone up. And that's historical. That's happened.
Yeah.
And unless people are very careful, this is going to happen again to a country near you.
Yeah. Well, and they used to encourage people to pay when they ordered, so they could lock in the price.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's a whole nother element, isn't it? That I don't think people are even thinking about. I think, look, just do what you can, and I think make it simple. Hopefully, we've made it simple enough that you can do some things. I think complexity is the enemy of execution. If it's complicated, you won't do anything. So just start one step at a time and build some momentum.
And don't be a statistic in the adult nappy business.
Calling all US citizens. Check out the link in the description to get your free Goalbusters ebook.